She thinks that she's going to beat Madrid in the Champions League.
Okay, I'm sorry. What sound just left your mouth? You guys, it's happening.
A Manchester Derby FA Cup final.
There is a
happening.
trophy on the line, and this is happening.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it. This is
the first time. This is the first time we are both fighting for a trophy, and I don't know how I
think
feel about
the heartbreak of that day for the team who loses is going to be much worse than just
They
in
say
general.
happy wife, happy life, but not when your wife supports Man City. I don't want it to be happy. I want it to lose, I want it to fail, and I want that treble to never happen for City. That's where I stand.
That's very loving.
We are going to discuss this Manchester Derby final in the FA Cup, but before we do that, let's just discuss how we
recap.
got into the final.
Shall we? Because there's been a lot of talk about how easy City's run was to get here. But need I remind you guys, we had to get through. Okay, you see, it feels very silly to say Chelsea now. But guys, we did have to get through Chelsea.
And
we had to
Arsenal.
get through Arsenal. Then
Then it became
was-
easy,
Yeah.
especially your semi-final, let's be honest.
Okay, listen, let's just
Much
talk
of a
about that,
threat.
okay? Because yes, everyone was like, obviously City are going to win against Sheffield. I don't think anyone doubted that, to
It's
be
the
honest.
least
okay?
nervous I've seen you in a game, and it was a semi-final of an FA
And
Cup.
yet, I was still frustrated.
Of course.
While watching, because
You expect
there was
more.
something shaky in the first half. I don't know if that was maybe a choice that they made to not be so like intense, if that makes sense, and like pushing forward the whole time and all that stuff. But it just seemed like City were chilling a little bit.
They were just getting a feel for the game, trying to control possession, control the game, and just
I'm
suss out
saying the
opponent.
intensity
Yeah,
of it
wasn't-
was much lower. So obviously it was like, guys, what the hell are you doing? You know?
Shout out to Mahrez for getting a semi-final FA Cup hat-trick.
And the first City player to ever do it at Wembley in an FA Cup.
That was
semi-final.
impressive, so good for him. And shout out to Haaland for letting Mahrez take the pin, because Haaland's obviously trying to break records, and he
But
gave
this is
Mahrez
a-
the goal, which is really
This is
nice.
a clear reminder, though, that in our City squad, it's not just Haaland. Yes, obviously he's the first choice, duh. That's not news to anyone. But we do have Mahrez. We do have other players that can do what Haaland can do, obviously.
No one can do what Haaland can do in that team.
I meant as in scoring goals. We have other players that can score goals
No, of
as
course.
well.
United faced Brighton in the semis. I was incredibly nervous because of how great Brighton have been lately, and
Yeah.
after our loss to Sevilla in the Europa League, being knocked out the way we were knocked out was making my stress levels a little bit too high.
You know,
in
when
that
you get
semi.
to that point when you're watching a game, you're like, no, I have to stand. I just have to stand
I
now.
have to
That
stand.
was him eventually.
And
I
a
must
penalty
say-
shootout.
Oh,
United
guys.
actually winning a penalty shootout. This is
Although-
our trophy. The fact that we won that penalty shootout.
Okay, but I'm going to
tells me
stop
that
you right
we've
there
won it.
because
It's
you
over.
did not win because your goalkeeper was this fantastic machine stopping all these goals. He didn't stop any of them, okay? The only reason you won was because Brighton fucked up. It's a win. It's a win.
It was because Veggie gave a kiss to the ball before March took the pen. So that little kiss was a kiss of, you guys are going to lose,
Yes,
you're going to miss.
that's
why we won.
incredibly
So
plausible.
with Veggie in our squad for the final, although he hasn't been fantastic, let's be honest.
Okay, that actually leads me to my next question. Do you think that the current Man United squad that you have, the players you have available, can beat the current Man City squad?
Our squad depth is nowhere near your squad depth. The quality of players, I don't think, is as high as the quality of City's players. But it is an FA Cup final. Anyone can win. In a cup
100%,
situation,
that's a good point.
anybody can win. It's whoever's there on their day. If we have to look at on paper, I mean, apparently the stats are that Man City are favourite 75% to win, which is incredibly high.
They have
for-
not lost in any competition since February, which is okay. Obviously, we have to make it to June.
Yeah,
and
and
there's a
based
lot
on-
that we have to get through.
Based on
to
your
get
form,
there.
you guys are absolute
But-
favourites, but that makes us the underdogs. That means we've already won a trophy at Wembley. Pressure's on you guys. We know what it's like to win a
Points.
trophy this season under Ten Hag with this squad. That's something to think about.
We're technically 1-1 at the moment in terms of actually playing each other because obviously we won 6-3 and then you guys won 2-1.
That 6-3
That
will
was-
forever haunt me, but
No, because
anyway.
listen, that's a lot, eh?
It's basically
That's
like
a lot.
2-1, I'm going to say, because if you look at the ratio, 6-3, 2-1, same thing, you know?
I feel like
Were
just
you
did-
trying to
I
math?
was like, this guy just did
Trying to do
maths.
some maths.
And guys, maths and I, not a friend, they are an enemy. Man City have actually been very lucky this season in terms of injuries because yes, we had Haaland out for, it was like a couple games,
Yeah, it
barely.
wasn't.
It wasn't even really. Thankfully, it didn't affect us. And at the moment, it's just Aki, who is injured, which is obviously really disappointing, but we have to work with what we have to work with. You guys, on the other hand, have how many injuries?
Sure, I don't even know.
And your team is tired because obviously, as he's pointed out very often, Man United have played the most games
in Europe's top 5 leagues.
Yeah.
We have been playing this season.
So their fatigue has already started to settle in. My concern, which is Pep's concern as well, is will the fatigue get to Man City? But
no, because if you look at Man City's squad depth, look at their bench. Look at their bench.
Guys, that
for
one picture.
Any game that City play, doesn't matter who starts, their bench is like another team that could potentially qualify for Europe in the Premier League. They could make 2 squads, Man City A, Man City B, and they would both qualify for Champions League.
It's actually insane if you do look at the bench and then you look at the players that are on the field.
So I don't think
it's like quality all around, but obviously
you don't have to worry about fatigue the way that United have to worry about fatigue and injuries. Now, you're in a very good position.
Fine, this is in June, and this is my other concern because I believe City can do it. I 100% believe they can do it, right? But if we're like debating here and coming with different points, I'm afraid of what's going to happen until then because we do have the treble looming at the moment. This is the last, if I'm not mistaken, this is the last trophy that can be won in terms of the way it's set out.
Yeah.
Champions League will be done. The Prem will be done. That depends. Like whatever Man City does, if they manage to get those 2 trophies, you guys have no chance.
You know what's so embarrassing?
Because
she thinks that she's going to beat Madrid in the Champions League.
Okay, I'm sorry. What sound just left your mouth? Listen.
She thinks she's gonna beat the Giants of Real Madrid.
I'm not underestimating Real Madrid, and that is a different video. But if there's ever a chance for City to beat them,
no, it is now.
It is now.
I hate to admit
Okay?
it. Your chances of the treble are incredibly high, and I don't like that.
which there's actually a lot of pressure at the
Thankfully
moment.
now, if by some miracle you guys manage to win the UCL, you manage to win the Prem,
A miracle.
it is in United's hands to prevent you from winning the treble. We are the only team to
I
have
know.
won a treble.
Our noisy
And
neighbors.
it is in our hands to prevent you from winning the FA Cup. And I think if you guys do win the other 2 trophies, you won't win the treble because United will not allow that. It's not happening. United will come and finish you guys like there's no tomorrow. Treble dreams are just dreams.
You know what's really funny is he was complaining a lot about how loud and delusional Arsenal fans are. And yet, this guy.
Okay, listen.
Okay.
We are loud, but we are not delusional. We can beat you in the FA Cup final. That's not a delusional take. You know this. That's why you know this.
Guys, I am actually really
You have
nervous
said
because
since last night how nervous you are. So I'm not being delusional.
anything can happen. That is what I love and hate about the sport.
Nothing's guaranteed.
Nothing's set in stone.
Yeah.
You could be having the best run of your life, and that one game can just stop you. That's why I'm trying not to be too loud because I don't want to be so cocky that I have to eat my words. Him, on the other hand, has taken a different approach.
I just believe in my team. I believe in
So?
it. Even if we have to go back to the history of the cup. United, if I'm not mistaken, have won how many?
12?
12
and
FA Cups.
we have won 6.
So we're twice the team that you are currently in the FA Cup. You know?
You were. The last time you won this was when? 2016.
And
And
you're
how
brilliant.
many trophies have you won since Sir Alex Ferguson left?
Doesn't matter. How many have you won this season? We've got one already. So we
Okay, but
can
it's
win
the
a
Carabao
second.
Cup.
Oh, don't come with that. That is you guys have won it like
I'm just kidding, guys. A trophy's a trophy. Really hope Harry Maguire plays the final. And Rashford hasn't been on it since he's been injured. It's actually like a bit of a bummer because honestly, like me, I enjoy watching Rashford. So
You know
to
what
see
was
him
great?
lacking confidence a bit.
But what was great in that
It's not
penalty shootout, both Sancho and Rashford got goals,
Yes.
which made me incredibly happy. Obviously, we know from the Euro the amounts of hate
It was
and
disgusting.
abuse they received
Absolutely
for missing.
disgusting.
Glad they got their goals, and it's something that can give them some more confidence moving forward. So I love that. Penalty shootout victory was also quite intense. We actually have the video of that on our
Yes.
Instagram. The
We went
entire
live,
penalty
so
shootout, we went live. So if
you guys
wanna
want to check out
to
his
see,
nerves?
me shitting my pants, then you can go there and check it out.
I definitely think we can't do any predictions or anything like that right now.
Yeah, because we don't
That
know
match
who will
because-
be available.
yeah.
We don't know what the current form of both squads will be at that time. So
It's still over a month away.
it's still a long time to go, but we
Fucking
are
hell.
very excited.
And stressed.
Of course.
Because I don't like to be wrong. So I really don't like to be wrong. But I believe in my team.
Glory,
Very
glory,
excited
Man
for this.
United. We've also decided that the loser needs to do something.
Yeah,
We don't know
so
yet.
Keep an eye out. I think we might need your help on
Yeah, we
this.
might need your help.
We need to make this interesting, guys. We are literally the Manchester Derby.
Just no
so we
tattoos.
have to take advantage.
Yeah.
I'm not branding my body with shit from Man United if I were to lose. So we need something else.
Yeah, we need something, a challenge. What you guys think? But anyways, stay tuned for more Manchester Derby content.
If you haven't already,
Hit
like,
that subscribe.
Share with your friends.
And yeah,
Come on,
much-
City
much
fans.
love.
We got this.
Let's go United.